All right, what's going on? Here we are again on a Saturday evening talking about the crummy weather that's expected for Sunday evening and Sunday night. We're going to get slammed with a nor'easter of sorts, and yeah, it's going to get us. Developing down to the south, there's soaking rains across the Florida Peninsula, another cold front to our west, all of it going to kind of combine, get picked up and thrown our way as this developing low pressure, which gets strong, comes cruising up the coastline. So we look for the soaking rain to fill in late day tomorrow, pretty much from the afternoon into the night, into early Monday morning. We'll get heavy rain. Can't rule out a couple strong thunderstorms. There could be a few warnings out there as well. But all in all, the soaking rain is going to get us with over 2 inches in many locations. So that could pile up for some flooding along the streets. We're also going to see a surge of some tidal flooding because of the strong southeast winds. That's for the early morning high tide on Monday around 4 a.m. And the wind's going to be the other big story with them gusting 30, 40 plus miles an hour, especially at the coastline. This is a big time coastal event too. And down along the Outer Banks, going to see some wind gusts, maybe upwards of 50 miles an hour. So windy day coming up for our Sunday, but at least today and the rest of our Saturday evening looks nice. Nothing to worry about, just increasing clouds as we head into our Saturday night. Temperature is going to dip down into the 40s, not as cold as the past couple of mornings. We're going to notice a little bit of the breeze start to pick up by Sunday morning. Sunday morning looks pretty good. Increasing clouds, maybe a spotty shower here or there. So no big rain to worry about Sunday morning or no big wind to worry about Sunday morning. But as Sunday goes on, looking into the afternoon and then into the rest of our Sunday, we get soaked. Widespread rainfall likely as the area low pressure really starts to develop and just lift into the region here. And we're going to see that heavy rains start to begin to fill into the region once we head to about Sunday evening and Sunday night. So it'll start out with light rain, light to moderate rain. Then the heavy rain comes in by Sunday night. And now we're talking about 2+ inches, 2 to 3 inches, maybe over 3 inches in a couple spots, depending on where some of the pockets of heavy rain develop. If some of those thunderstorms do develop, we can get some more rain thrown in there as well. So there could be some of the flooding, as we talked about, in low-lying areas with the rain just piling on. And then the wind on top of it is going to cause some issues. There could be some power outages as well, as we have a pretty persistent breeze, pretty much from the lunchtime hours into the night. So winds will really start to gust by Sunday night over that 40-mile-an-hour range, especially out at the coastline. So something to keep in mind if you're out and about. Could have some trees down in a few locations or maybe some power outages. So tomorrow, not looking that good. Now, the wind out of the southeast is going to pile up the waters in some spots that we don't normally typically talk about tidal flooding. Up the James River, up the York River, there could be some minor nuisance tidal flooding late Sunday night into early Monday morning because of the wind kind of coming out of the southeast, pushing the water up the rivers. Similar case for those along the Albemarle Sound, Elizabeth City, Hertford, around the waterways, that early morning high tide or late night high tide Sunday night into Monday as that strong southeast wind piles in the water could cause some issues. Now, we could also be dealing with some overwash on NC-12. The Outer Banks really going to get slammed with this as you'll see the windiest of the conditions and likely some of the heaviest rain. So Sunday morning, as the wind starts to kick up, there could be a few issues here or there, but it's mostly later Sunday, early Monday. There's going to be some issues on NC-12 with some ocean overwash. And then maybe later Monday, as the winds flip in the opposite direction off the Sound, there could be some Sound side flooding the further south you go. So really something to keep in mind. Really kind of setting up like a nor'easter in a way, but just with a lot more rainfall as the moisture's coming in more so out of the Gulf where it's a little bit warmer. So as we head into the night, just the increasing clouds, spotty shower here or there into Sunday morning, but looks okay Sunday morning. Lunchtime rolls around, here comes the rain. Starts off light, into the afternoon, light to moderate, into the evening, moderate to heavy, into the night, heavy. Here comes some of those bands of heavy rain, maybe a few thunderstorms here or there. Now we're talking about overnight, 12 a.m., 4 a.m., still some showers around the region, still some pockets of heavy rain around the region. Still rain lingering into early Monday morning. Now our winds will be switching on the backside of the area low pressure as it lifts to the north and the east. We'll get rid of most of the rainfall by mid to late morning on Monday. Start to see a little bit of sun here or there, but clouds are going to stick around for most of Monday. It does turn a little better, a little brighter as the afternoon goes on. But if there's any moisture lingering on the second half of Monday, there could be a few snowflakes that mix in. How about that? There's going to be some cold air that really gets wrapped around this area low pressure. And again, if there is some moisture left over Monday night, there could be a flurry here or there that mixes in. Chances of that happening real low, but it's another dynamic system. We were kind of talking about this similar situation last week with the cold front. This week, it's an area low pressure coming up the coastline. So the area low really moves overhead of us late Sunday night into early Monday morning, pulls away as we progress throughout the day on Monday. So again, by Monday night, some of that cold air wraps in. If some of the moisture sticks around, we could be dealing with a few lingering raindrops or a flurry here or there. But the bigger story is going to be the brighter conditions that follow, but also the cold conditions that follow. Temperatures dropping. We're talking about 30s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, highs barely in the 50s. So we're talking about them in the 40s Tuesday, Wednesday, struggling to hit 50 on Thursday and Friday. Looking pretty dry, looking pretty bright as we head throughout the rest of the week. But boy, do we got a mess of a day coming up tomorrow. Stay weather aware. It's a great day to really just hang inside, catch up on some things you got to do around the house, sit back, watch some football, and soak in a soaking, rainy second half of our Sunday into Sunday night.